Hello, hello, and welcome to our brand new English learning podcast. If this is your first time here, I am so glad you found us.
Yeah, welcome. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab whatever keeps you awake, because we've got a good one for you today.
I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Leo, and together we are the English Leap Podcast.
Look at you, remembering the brand name already.
I practiced it in the mirror this morning.
Okay, but really, for anyone new, here's the deal. Every episode, we take a real-life situation, something that actually happens to you at work, in your relationships, in your daily life, and we use it to teach you natural, confident English.
No boring grammar textbooks here.
None. This is your pocket time. The 15-20 minutes where you're not scrolling, you're not feeling guilty, you're actually growing.
Okay, so today's topic is a big one for me personally.
Tell them.
Today we're talking about speaking clearly under pressure, specifically workplace communication, meetings, presentations, that one moment when your manager suddenly says, "Leo, what do you think?"
And your brain just leaves the building.
It packs its bags. It doesn't even say goodbye.
Okay, so let's get into it because I know exactly what today's episode needs to cover.
Let's go.
So, Leo, tell me honestly, has this happened to you? You're sitting in a meeting, everything is in your head in your native language, it's clear, it's organized, and then someone asks you a question in English?
Emma, it happened to me last month. We were in a video call. My whole team was there, and my manager asked me to explain a delay in the project. And I knew the answer. I knew it perfectly in my head.
But
But the moment I opened my mouth, it was like someone unplugged the connection between my brain and my tongue. I said something like, the client, he wants, more time is needed for... It was a disaster.
okay, first of all, that is so relatable. And I want everyone listening to know something important. That freeze moment, it's not because your English is bad.
It's not?
No. Here's a metaphor I want you to hold on to. Imagine your brain, under pressure, is like a small room. And in that small room, you're suddenly asked to move a huge piece of furniture, like a heavy wooden wardrobe, instantly in front of an audience,
Okay, I like where this is going.
right? So under normal conditions, if you had time, you could slide that wardrobe out slowly, carefully, no problem. But under pressure, everyone is staring, the clock is ticking, and suddenly moving that same wardrobe feels impossible. You panic. You push it the wrong way. You knock things over.
That is literally what happens in my brain during meetings.
Exactly. The pressure doesn't make the furniture heavier. It just makes you more aware of how heavy it already was. Your English knowledge didn't disappear, Leo. The room just got smaller and more stressful for a moment.
Okay, that actually makes me feel better. Because honestly, after that meeting, I went home and I felt this wave of embarrassment. Like everyone must think I don't know my job.
But that's the trap, isn't it? We instantly connect "I froze in English" with "I am incompetent." And those are two completely separate things.
They feel connected in the moment, though.
They do. And that's exactly why we need to talk about this. Because here's the truth. Even native speakers freeze under pressure. Public speaking anxiety is universal. But for non-native speakers, there's an extra layer. The fear of being judged not just for your idea, but for your accent, your grammar, your pace.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like a double pressure.
A double pressure, exactly. So today, our whole mission is to give you tools to survive and eventually thrive in that pressure. Because clarity under pressure isn't about perfect grammar. It's about having a few reliable stepping stones you can rely on, so you're never standing in the middle of a river with nowhere to put your foot.
Ooh, I like that one too. Stepping stones.
Think about it. If you're crossing a river and you don't know where the stones are, you hesitate before every single step. But if you've practiced, if you already know, okay, this phrase comes first, then this transition, then my main point, you move fast, confidently, without falling in.
So today, we're basically building the stones.
We're building the stones. Now, let's talk about why this pressure happens biologically, just quickly, because I think it'll help people stop blaming themselves.
Please, because I definitely blame myself a lot.
When you're put on the spot, your brain releases stress hormones, the same ones from centuries ago, when pressure meant physical danger. Your body doesn't know the difference between a lion is chasing me and my boss just asked me a direct question in a meeting.
My body thinks a lion is in the Zoom call.
Basically, yes. And that response narrows your thinking. It's called cognitive narrowing. Your brain focuses only on survival, which in this case means it drops the extra stuff first. And unfortunately, for a lot of us, our second language feels extra under stress, even though we use it every day.
So it's not that I forgot English. It's that my brain, in panic mode, decided English was optional?
Exactly. Optional luggage, it threw off the sinking ship.
Oh, okay, that's dramatic, but accurate.
So, the goal today isn't to eliminate pressure completely. You can't do that. Pressure is part of work life. The goal is to build small, automatic habits so that even when the room feels small and the wardrobe feels heavy, you already know exactly how to move.
I'm ready. Let's build the stones.
Let's do it. But first, Leo, one more question. When you froze in that meeting, what did you actually want to say? In your native language, what was the clear thought?
Honestly, I wanted to say the client changed the requirements twice, so we need 2 more days, but the final result will be better because of it.
See? That's a completely clear, confident, professional thought.
I know, but it came out as 3 broken pieces with a lot of
And that's the gap we're closing today. The gap between the clarity in your head and the clarity in your mouth.
Okay, I'm fully invested now.
Good, because there's one more thing I want to mention before we move on, and it's something a lot of learners don't realize. The freeze moment usually gets worse the longer you avoid speaking up.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you stay silent in meetings for months because you're scared, the fear doesn't shrink, it grows. Every meeting where you don't speak becomes proof in your own mind that you can't speak. It's a loop.
Oh no, that's exactly what happened to me at my last job. I went almost 2 months barely saying a word in team calls.
And how did that feel, looking back?
Honestly, worse than the freeze itself. Because then I started avoiding calls altogether. I'd mute my microphone, hope no one called on me, and just survive the hour.
That's such an important confession, because I know a lot of listeners are nodding right now. But here's the good news. The loop works in the other direction too. Every single time you speak, even imperfectly, you weaken the fear a little bit.
So it's like exercising a muscle.
Exactly like that. Confidence in speaking isn't a personality trait some people are born with. It's built through small, repeated actions. One short sentence in one meeting, then another the next day. The stepping stones we mentioned earlier aren't just phrases, they're also habits. That reframes everything for me. I always thought some people were just naturally confident speakers, and I wasn't one of them. Nobody is born confident in a second language. Confidence is a skill, and skills are trained, not inherited. So the sooner you accept that a few awkward sentences today are the price of fluency tomorrow, the sooner that fear starts losing its grip.
Okay, I think I needed to hear that today, specifically.
I'm glad. So let's take everything we've built so far, the wardrobe metaphor, the stepping stones, the idea of training confidence like a muscle, and let's turn it into All right, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show, the word tour.
Word tour! This is where we take the strong words we just used naturally in our conversation, and we slow down and we really look at them.
Exactly, because you probably understood everything we said so far, but did you notice how many useful words just slipped by? Let's collect them.
Word number 1, please.
Word number 1, overwhelmed. Say it slowly with me. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
It means you have so much pressure or so many emotions that you can't manage them calmly. Example 1. I felt completely overwhelmed when my manager asked me to present without warning. Example 2. Don't worry if you're overwhelmed on your first day at a new job. It's completely normal.
I feel personally attacked by that word. Okay, word number 2. This one's mine. Cognitive narrowing.
Ooh, more advanced, but so useful in psychology and work contexts.
Cognitive narrowing. It means your ability to think broadly becomes smaller under stress. Example 1. Under deadline pressure, cognitive narrowing can make it hard to think of solutions. Example 2. She recognized the cognitive narrowing and took a breath before responding.
Great one. Word number 3, reliable. 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 It means something or someone you can trust and depend on consistently. Example 1, having a few reliable phrases ready helps you speak confidently under pressure. Example 2, he's known as a reliable team member who always delivers on time.
Nice. Word 4, automatic. Automatic.
Automatic.
It means something happens naturally without needing to think about it consciously. Example 1. With practice, using polite English phrases becomes automatic. Example 2. Her response to criticism used to be defensive, but now staying calm is automatic.
Word 5, hesitate. Hesitate. Hesitate.
Hesitate.
It means to pause or wait because you're unsure or nervous. Example 1, I hesitated before answering, and that pause made me look less confident. Example 2, don't hesitate to ask questions in a meeting. It shows engagement, not weakness.
And our final word, word 6,
Okay, now let's move into a segment I absolutely love because this is where the real transformation happens. It's called Say It Better.
This is the segment where we take those heavy, awkward sentences we all say and we upgrade them.
Exactly, because in English, especially at work, how you say something matters just as much as what you say. Let's start with a really common one. Leo, imagine your manager asks why a task is late and you say,
I didn't have time.
Okay, that's very direct, and it can sound like an excuse or even a little careless.
So what's the better version?
Try this instead. I wasn't able to prioritize this given everything else on my plate this week. Do you feel the difference?
Whoa, yeah. It sounds like I'm managing multiple responsibilities, not just being lazy.
Exactly. It shifts the focus from I failed to I made a professional judgment call. Psychologically, it protects your credibility while still being honest.
Okay, my turn. Classic sentence number 2. This one is basically my life motto. My English is bad.
Please never say this in a professional setting.
What should I say instead?
Try English isn't my first language, so please let me know if I need to clarify anything.
Oh, that's so much more confident.
It completely reframes the situation. You're not apologizing for existing, you're inviting collaboration. It shows self-awareness and confidence, not weakness.
I need to write that one down. Okay, sentence number 3. This happens in meetings all the time. I don't understand.
This one's tricky because it's not wrong, but it can sound abrupt or like you're blaming the speaker.
So how do we soften it?
Try, could you clarify that last point for me? Or Just to make sure I've understood correctly, are you saying, oh, that second one is genius because it also buys you time to think? Exactly. It's a stepping stone phrase. It sounds professional and it gives your brain a second to catch up. I'm definitely stealing that one. Okay, number 4. This is for canceling meetings or plans. I can't come. Very blunt. In English workplace culture, we usually cushion this kind of message.
Cushion it how?
Try, I'm so sorry, but I won't be able to make it. Could we reschedule for later this week? That's so much warmer. It doesn't just close the door, it opens a new one at the same time. Exactly. And psychologically, that matters. A flat, I can't come, can feel like rejection to the other person. But when you apologize briefly and offer an alternative, you maintain the relationship.
Okay, one more.
It validates the other person first, which lowers their defenses, and then it opens space for your own idea. In English-speaking work culture, this kind of cushioning isn't fake politeness. It's a communication skill that helps ideas actually get heard.
This whole segment should be illegal. It's too useful.
Okay, since you're enjoying this so much, let's squeeze in one bonus transformation, because I think it's one of the most common mistakes I hear. Someone asks you a question you weren't prepared for, and you say, I don't know.
Oh, I say that constantly. It just comes out automatically.
The problem is, in a professional setting, I don't know can sound like the conversation is over, like there's nowhere else to go.
So what do we say instead?
Try, that's a great question. Let me check and get back to you by end of day. Or if you need a moment to think, let me think that through for a second before I answer.
Oh, that second one is perfect for buying time without looking lost.
Exactly. It shows you're thoughtful, not clueless, and it keeps you in control of the conversation instead of the silence controlling you.
Okay, this segment really should be illegal. It's too useful.
Let's recap those 5 transformations quickly. I didn't have time becomes I wasn't able to prioritize this. My English is bad becomes English isn't my first language. I don't understand becomes could you clarify that? I can't come becomes I'm so sorry, but I won't be able to make it. And no, that's wrong becomes I see your point, but
5 phrases that instantly make you sound more composed. There's that word again.
see, it's already automatic for you. Okay, we're getting close to the end of today's episode, but before we go, I want to give you something to actually do, not just listen to.
Yes, the homework. I actually love this part, even though homework sounds scary.
This one is simple, I promise. Here's your micro action for today. Pick just one sentence from our Say It Better segment, maybe the cancellation one or the disagreement one, and use it in a real message today. A real email, a real chat with a coworker, anything.
And if you're brave, drop it in the comments below. Write your own version, starting with, I'm so sorry, but...
We genuinely read those, and it helps us see how you're progressing.
And honestly, don't overthink it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Even one short, slightly imperfect sentence counts as a win today.
That's such an important point. This isn't about writing the correct sentence. It's about building the habit of choosing the softer, more professional version instead of the blunt one. Repetition is what makes it automatic.
There's that word again, automatic.
See, it's sticking already. And if today's meeting or email doesn't give you a natural chance to use one of these phrases, that's okay too. Just say it out loud to yourself once, so your mouth remembers the shape of it.
I actually do that in the shower sometimes. Practice sentences out loud.
No shame in that at all. That's exactly the kind of low-pressure practice that prepares you for the high-pressure moments.
Can I say something a bit more personal before we close?
Of course.
After that meeting where I froze, I felt terrible for days. But now, thinking about it, with everything we just discussed, I don't think the goal was ever to speak like I have no accent, or to never pause, or to never make a mistake.
No. And that's the most important message of this entire episode. Speaking clearly under pressure isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming reliable enough, with just a few solid stepping stones, that you can cross the river even when the water is moving fast.
That actually makes me emotional a little bit in a good way.
It should, because every single person listening right now has felt that freeze, that embarrassment, that fear of judgment. And I want you to remember, communication was never about perfection. It was always about connection. Someone understanding you and you understanding them.
So, next time your brain packs its bags and tries to leave the meeting,
Gently call it back. Take a breath, reach for one of your stepping stones, and speak.
I love that. Okay, everyone, that's it for today's episode.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Remember, this was your time. No guilt, just growth.
Keep leaping. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.